DDAmanda is the #1 stock screener and scanner. This is how we're finding these winners early, guys. Simple to use by total beginners. Got advanced features for professional traders. Great support, 1 hour free one-on-one training, and check out these testimonials. I mean, they're off the hook. Guys love this program, and they're making a ton of money.
This one's turning out to be a real bitch. I drilled more holes on this side, and I put the ram under pressure to try to get this pin to move that way and make room for the acid. I'm using muriatic acid right now. Make room for that to get in there on the pin. I also hit it with some sodium hydroxide to try to get any grease off of there, and it seems to be a lot cleaner. And I used the rope to clean this. That first socket broke off, so I welded a smaller one on here, and look at this, I'm already mushrooming this. Yeah, she's a real bear. But we'll keep plugging away at her, and I got my big hammer, today I'm gonna, I did get this to move. I heated it up really hot, and it moved on the shaft with the chisel. So right now this whole thing will move with the pin. So I'm going to heat this and this really hot today and try to get her to break free. She might have, I see a hairline crack in there, so maybe she cracked loose, I don't know. But what a pain, huh? Okay, that's an update. Okay, it's a new year and we're making progress. We're in there about maybe a 1/4 inch. I made sure to grind all this away to make sure that it's not going to bump up against this. I need to double check that down here. I think we're all good. And there's a couple of tricks I learned. So now when I beat on it, it is moving because this gets looser. So when I beat on this, but also you can beat on this, okay? You can beat on this, and that tends to, jiggle it that way a little bit, makes the pin move a little bit, so that's working pretty good. And also, I've got these little strips of sandpaper, and what you can do is sand this pin here so that there's clean stuff going into here because this is still tight. I wanted to show you guys how I get these sanding strips. Now you can use that plumber, the plumbers that comes in a roll. It's strong, these are strong. You can't use regular sandpaper. What I did is I just, cut this. Bam. I don't know what it is about this here. Things aren't going right. You turn it upside down and you get a straight edge, okay? And you just take a carpet knife or one of these and just cut. And then you can make any size you want, okay? Anyway, that's how you do that. Okay. I mean, you can even use a big sanding belt like this, This is a new one. You can buy little ones at the hardware store. Just cut them and put them upside down and straight edge. There you go. That's how you make good sanding deals. And when I beat on it, these are the only two that are really offering resistance because this whole thing can move with the pin. And I've noticed that when I put, I'm at the penetrating fluid stage. If I put some in here, you can see that it's going down. So it is penetrating in here. So, and the last thing is, you can heat this up pretty easily. And then if you heat it up, you can chisel it over, you know, and move it along this shaft here. And then, then you keep going with it all the way. I want to beat this over. This is all clean now from the sandpaper. I got it pretty clean. I'm going to heat the fuck out of it and move it over when it's red hot, and then I'll be able to sandpaper this part here to get in here. And I'm also beating on this end. That moves this whole thing, helps, get it out of it, move it along there. I hope that's clear. And, keep going with it. Just heat it, beat it, and put tension on it. So there you go. So I think the next step is we're going to get this red hot, or as hot as we can, because you can get heat down here too. It's harder to heat these, but this is pretty easy to heat and chisel it over. And I've got it all clean because of the sandpaper, so that's going to get that. It's going to move over into a clean area, and then keep beating it and tightening it, and then the whole thing, this with the pin, will move back and expose a new area here that I can sandpaper. And once I beat it over, I'm going to sandpaper this end so there's clean stuff going into here. Okay? Alright, that's it. The way you sandpaper it is you just get it in here. It's just, that gets it nice and clean. And then flip it over, to where this end is on the other end, so that you get right up against the yeah, flip this over like that, so, because it tends to want to go one way or the other. Anyway, that's that. Okay, I heated the fuck out of this, and using the chisel, I'm banging on it. Bam, bam, bam. I knocked it all the way over there. Look at that. Also sanded. You can see it's pretty shiny. So I got this area is now clean. Probably took it down a few thousandths. So as this moves in, it's going to be clean in here. Okay. And when I moved it over, now it's clean here. And then when I move it over again, it'll be more clean. Because as this moves in, I'll sand this dirty part, which is pretty simple now. I mean, it is moving pretty easily. Look at this. Let's see how loose it is. See that? It loosened it up. I didn't even hit it that hard. So now, this whole... That's good and tight. This whole thing with this rod, because this rod is still stuck to the pin. So this whole thing is going to move over. The only resistance is here and here. I think that's clear. And my penetrating mixture is sinking in. Keeps going down, so that means that's circulating in there. Hopefully loosening things up. So keep on plugging away at her. Yeah, these are going down. So I'll keep banging on it pretty hard, and See if I can move this whole thing over and gain another 1/4 inch of territory against the fucking Ukrainians. By the way, slamming this ear right here, that helps a lot. That's making that pin go that way. You can see I put quite a dent in it already, but that loosens it pretty good. So it's a combination of here and there. See that? It's already moved over quite a bit. I might bang it here too. Whoops. Alright, so those are the tricks that I know of. Another milestone. I was able to get it all the way over to here by beating on this. Bad thing is I broke my socket, or I broke the weld. I tried to re-weld it and then I broke it again, so it's getting too close to this to really weld. I had to grind a lot of shit away, so I think we're just going to go with beating here and good tension. Had to add some more washers. But it almost seems like she's pulling with the screw by itself. You know, just with pulling. And I see the first hole that I drilled right there. Look at that. That's this hole. So that's how far we've come. Half fucking inch. But just banging on that. Let's see what that did. Oh yeah, look at that. That loosened it way up. So I think we're through here. So the next step will be, oh yeah, sand it all that nice. Maybe heat this up again and move it over. But I think we're out of here. We're out of these woods. Seems like it. Look at that. It's just pulling all by it just because it's the pulling here. But it's going to take more beating, of course. It's counterintuitive that you beat on this and this to make that pin in there move, but it just moves it over a tiny little bit when you heat it. By the way, guess what the simplest tool is? The simplest tool is an inclined plane. You know, a plane where you move shit up. Well, guess what a screw is? It's just a long inclined plane. So, well, maybe the simplest tool is a rock beating on shit. I don't know. But that's what's moving this is the an inclined plane. I'm moving something up a hill. Look at that, just from beating on that. So onward and upward, we'll keep on going. And that's draining all the way now. It's not even holding it anymore, the penetrating fluid. So I think that was draining too. So I think we're there now. It's just a matter of killing those fucking Ukrainians one at a time. Okay. Okay, both sides are loose. So when I turn the crank, she moves pretty easy. What's stuck right now is this ram. And, you know, I've been moving it over, sanding it clean here, heating it up, heat the shit out of it, and then bang it back over. So there's clean pin been going in here. I don't know why it's still hung up. Maybe it'll loosen this time when I get down to here, and I'll keep cranking it and see if she'll move. But she's coming out so far. Just this is a pain in the ass. Now I can't put pressure on this, you know, with the hydraulics, and it does move this way a little bit when I raise up, you know, race or down the outrigger. So I mean there is movement in here, but I don't know why she's so fucking stuck. Anyway, just keep going on it, and she should be coming out here pretty soon. Okay, she's moving. All three of them are moving. She's moving in here now, just with pressure. So now it's just a matter of spacer. Increase the spacer and keep cranking away, and she is right there. Look at that. She's out of that one. I just got these two left. But she's moving easily, so there you go. Okay, we're out of here. I'm just using my ratchet now. It's no problem. You know, she's getting so loose now that I'm wondering if I could just bang her out. Let's try. Here she comes. Whoa! Look at that. That bitch is loose. Another win for the team. Yeah, that was pretty loose there. Okay, kids. Success. Well, I gotta say this is the hardest gland net I've ever done. Look what I did to this poor bitch. But the reason they get stuck is because of this rust right here. You see that? That's why whenever you rebuild them, you want to put some anti-seize in this area. In fact, do the whole fucking threads. But what happened here was, look at this poor thing. I was drilling out the screw, because that broke, of course, you know. And where is it? Yeah, right there. Then I broke a fucking drill inside there, and I had to use a carbide burr to get that out. And I had to make sure nothing was blocking it, you know, if there's anything in there. And then I went to town with a chisel. Look at this. 1 try, 2 tries, the 3rd try. I even went back, you know, tightened it a little bit to try to break it loose. And then finally I was just beating the fuck out of this, and she finally fucking went. And then I used my magic wrench to get her out with a cheater, of course. Anyway, she's out. Look at this thing. So, there's not much fluid in here. All the fluid is in here. So I remembered last time, when I take the piston out, it's going to relieve the pressure, and all of it's going to come out there. So, I don't think I'm even going to take this one off. What's the point, right? So I'm just going to take this fitting off. In fact, I'm starting to think I don't even need to remove the fittings at all. Well, I do, because when I put the ram in, it's not going to go without, you know, undoing this. So I'm going to undo this one, put my magic hose on it, my clear hose, drain it into a bucket, and then filter it and pour it back in the tank. Okay, wow. What a pain, huh? Look at this shit. I murdered this thing. But, you know, the only thing you care about is right here. This is where it seals. Everything else. And well, this too, but I might have gone too far on that drill. I don't know. We'll find out when I take this out, the wiper. Wow. So the pin was easier on this. Well, it started out hard, really hard. And then toward the end, she just gave up the ghost. It wasn't like, you know, the last fucking Ukrainian. But this gland nut, fuck. Okay, guys, that's it. Let me drain this thing. Guys with their fucking paint job, I had to use a backup to break these apart. She's coming loose. Look at that, not a drop's coming out, but wait, watch when I put that piston out. Okay, that's down. Let's go maybe this way. Okay, so when I pull the piston out, we should get drainage. So let's do that. Yeah, I don't think I need to undo this one. Alright, here we go. Oh, shit. I forgot to tilt this up. Fuck. I forgot to tilt it up. I lost a lot of fluid. It's draining now though. Shit. Well, it is what it is. And you, my little pretty. Let's take you over to the discombuberation station. I don't even have everything set up like I did before, but you can slide there. So it's the same as last time. You see it on the other video, but I did get a longer cheater this time. So when I tighten it, this is like an 8-foot cheater. When I tighten it, I'm gonna tighten it as much as I can like I did before with my 5-foot, put all my weight on it, and then try it with this one and see if it tightens up any more. And then the other thing I realized is when I took this apart and I cleaned the threads on the bolt, but I didn't clean the threads in here. I think that's why it was so tight, getting it back in. Okay, that's it.
Okay, if you trade stocks, or if you're even thinking about trading stocks, this is for you guys. This is what you need. This is DDAmanda. It's the #1 stock screener and scanner that's out there. And it uses both user input and AI to find and research winning stocks. And this is, it says right here, easy enough to use by total beginners. There's really no learning curve at all. You can be finding stocks within about 5 minutes after you log in. And it also has a lot of advanced features that are used by professional traders. Our mission is to help you make money by investing in stocks. That's the bottom line. That's what you want from something like this, Now, I use this all the time, and I've found some amazing runners. You've got here, look at this. They give you 1 hour of free one-on-one training and instant support. Having good support on a program is just so critical, I mean, here's their phone number right here. You can just call and text. They've got some testimonials here. I want to show you these because they're pretty amazing. I mean, look at this. This is what people think of her. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. This guy made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Everything I need to research. I wasn't even in Amanda one week, and he made 10,000 bucks. So these testimonials, it just goes on and on here. So anyway, they've got if you want to try, look at all these features. Dollars traded, 7 MA crossovers, all sorts of stuff. But they've got an $8 a day trial subscription, so you can check her out and see if you like her. And some other subscription levels here. Anyway, I highly recommend this, guys, and do check it out and make some money. Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on.